Oh, got a hold of that one, figured things out. Now we are here at the Anchorage Golf Course, which has been open for the past week. Kristen, the excitement is building in Seward as Lydia Jacoby made her Olympic debut, and it was quite the scene at the Railroad Tournament where hundreds turned out to watch Lydia swim in the Olympics. Patterson and Marvin are mountain marathon champions. With big races like that being put on hold, runners were left with virtual races. But Patterson says there's no substitute for the real thing. Beth, they say it takes a village, and we are here with the Seward Tsunami Youth Swim Club, home to gold medalist Lydia Jacoby. We are here with the co-head coaches. Guys, when you're watching that race today, at what point did you feel like Lydia had a chance for gold?
46 mushers are on the trail taking on the Iditarod. We're going to have a champion. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but from what you guys tell me, you said it's going to be a fast race, and you're expecting an exciting finish. Can I quote you on that, Greg?
Yeah, oh no, I'm hopeful of that.
Beth, we're out here burning the midnight oil. We've had plenty of cups of coffee. We've been up since 5 a.m., but it doesn't get any better than this. Didi, for Dallas TV's 5th victory, what impressed you the most? Reinstatement is within reach for the University of Alaska Anchorage ski team. Now, their fundraising website shows they've hit their fundraising goals of $628,000 in pledges and donations. David Norris is a perfect 2 for 2 when it comes to Mount Marathon. He's raced it twice and he's won it twice. But the cross-country skier received a little extra motivation this spring after he was snubbed from the U.S. ski team. Whether you're rebuilding a pro franchise or trying to save a college program, having Jaromir Jagr on your side is a good thing when it comes to hockey. Now, despite what this photo looks like, he's not suiting up for UAA anytime soon, but he is helping them fundraise.
Oh, now he's fighting.
Oh, now you pissed him off.
After 30 minutes, the fish decided to join us on the boat.
Woo!
Wiping the floor with fish on this trip. Now, the University of Alaska Anchorage head ski coach Sparky Anderson is moving mountains for his ski program. Mountains might be pushing it, but he is having folks moving mounds of dirt. The UAA ski coach is teaming up with Hilltop to construct a slalom arena in South Anchorage.
Having Sladen in our heart really is what the important part is.
It was another busy day at the Glen Alps trailhead.
Just looking for a way to memorialize Sladen and make people aware of what happened and how to prevent it in the future.
Some came to hike, others came to reflect.
Trying to make something good come out of all this tragedy that happened with Sladen.
Family and friends of Sladen Mole gathered for a small ceremony to remember the former South High baseball player who was tragically killed by a drunk driver in California, where he was attending college last April.
This is about Sladen and about his family, and that's why we're here today.
The group has taken on the slogan of Sladen Strong.
Opportunity kind of presented itself, just that these benches are super highly trafficked, and part of the memorialization is to kind of make people aware of the tragedy that happened and try and prevent it from happening again.
This is one of 4 benches the group will dedicate to Mole, hoping his story can reach others.
One being awareness and just being another tool to educate the youth, and especially at ASD and South High School, both have played a pretty good role there.
Along with education and awareness, they want to bring accountability to those who drive impaired.
We've taken some efforts and worked with Mothers Against Drunk Driving and had some good interactions with them on a national level. They've brought to our attention some of the loopholes within Alaska law that we're looking to close.
Determined this tragedy will not define a friend, son, brother, and teammate.
I hope people can sit on this bench and look out over the view and reflect on, the tragedy that happened and actions they can take to prevent further tragedies.
Patrick Enslow, Channel 2 News. With a ticket punch to Tokyo, Ronnie Baker will represent the United States of America in the 100-meter dash.
Ronnie Baker on his very first 100-meter team for the United States.
It was an honor and privilege of being one of the teachers here that helped him along in his life journey.
A journey that began at Willow Crest Elementary School in Anchorage, Alaska.
I had to constantly come up with ways to challenge him.
Those who top Baker say he was on the fast track early in life.
Having him giving other students head starts and what have you, have other students running relays and have him to try to catch up.
Leroy Jones has taught physical education at Willow Crest since 1992 and says Baker's efforts always stood out.
Mr. Jones, my gym teacher, he was awesome. Like, he was just someone that I remember.
Years later, Baker still remembers his time at the West Anchorage grade school.
I knew that I was fast from being in elementary school, and like, I was just always the fastest kid in the school. Baker
left in 5th grade, but assured Jones he'd return Olympian if he ever came back.
And I asked him, I was like, when I make the Olympic team, are you still going to be here? He's like, I'm going to be here, man. So he's like, if you ever want to come back and see me, like, come and see me.
True to his word, Jones will be watching and waiting as Baker chases his childhood dream on the world's biggest stage.
I mean, he will always be an Alaskan and a Wolverine, because once a Wolverine, always a Wolverine.